Welcome back to Shin Do Kumate Strykerz. We just watched an unbelievable fight between Paul Marfort versus Christini. Now let's go to the guys to see what they have to say about the fight.
Okay, thank you, Gina. That was an unbelievable fight. Now, what we got going on with this fight is you got Christini making a pro debut. Obviously nervous. He wants to put on a big show. He's out, and he came to fight. I mean, he definitely came to fight with Paul Marfort.
Yes, Paul is, even though he's a great kicker, but he brings a lot of great element with the boxing. You can see a lot of his fight, finished it with a good punch, and he threw a good punch.
He was able to land a lot of those punches. A lot of those straight punches were landing. He was hitting a lot of hooks, and he was using a lot of feint. You could see his boxing was really sharp, and a lot of times you see the guys coming into the Shin Do Kumate who have like a real good boxing background, they don't always do so well because of the knees and the shins and other stuff, the elbows they got to worry about.
Absolutely. You can't just stick with the boxing alone, even though Paul Marfort is a great boxer, but he also has a great kicks and the knees. So he set it up very well with the leg kicks and inside kicks, and then step in for a nice punch, and that's the way it finishes. So as long as you have the great kicking element, then you can do well. So.
All right, now you guys aren't going to want to miss this. We're actually going to go visit our boy Paul Marfort, the winner of this fight you just watched, and his trainer Bobby Robare. We're going to go see what keeps this Muay Thai machine going and undefeated here in Shin Do Kumate.
It's very important to see his way of version of how this fight went and what is his perspective on this.
Exactly. So we'll be picking his brain when we come back. Stay tuned. Okay, we are here, Ali's Boxing Gym. We got Paul Marfort, the guy you just watched do some serious damage here to Christini, and his trainer, Bobby Robare, down at Majiro Gym on the Orlando area. Guys, we're glad to have you here today with us.
Thanks a lot for having us over.
All right, now, I somehow just drew the ace of spades. I'm going to wind up, you see I already got the wraps on, I'm going to wind up doing a little exhibition here with Paul. You guys just watch him put some serious boxing, some serious Muay Thai treatment on Christini. The thing was, is he wound up cutting you early in that fight. You still wound up persevering, you got that win.
Yeah, first left hook he made, opened up my eye. We had a little trouble, but we had to adjust to the fight, and we did good.
You ready to kick my butt?
Let's try.
All right. The fight with Christini, that was your third fight, Shin Do Kumate. You had a couple fights earlier, you did real good success. Then the fight with Christini, there was a difference in weight. You had to come up, he had to come down. How'd that kind of play into you getting ready for this fight?
Well, it was a little bit. I think we were into the fourth week of training, and we received a phone call. One of the fighters dropped out, so we had to. They said, okay, we got this guy Christini to fight. So I was cutting down to 160, and the guy was cutting down to 180. So he was between 170 and 180. So we had to go up, shoot up in the, within 2 weeks, and it was kind of hard, the adjustment, but it was.
Had to do a lot of eating.
Oh yeah.
A lot of bacon mayonnaise sandwiches.
Yeah. I've trained 6 guys that have fought in the UFC, so I've seen a lot of the MMA world, but I think what I like about the stand-up fighting is that it's always action. And we can't tap out.
No. We always knock out.
We have to knock out. We can't go to the ground and lay on each other and take a little bit of a breather. And I think that from the fan standpoint of view, stand-up fighting is much more exciting. I tell people all the time, whether you go to one MMA show or 1 million MMA shows, 2 guys are standing there fighting each other. Did the crowd yell boo, take them to the ground and lay on them? Or when they're on the ground, do they say boo, stand them back up, ref?
They always want to see the people standing up and competing, and that's more exciting, absolutely.
That's what put people in the seats.
Absolutely.
Do guys want to go to a boxing match and see 12 rounds of hugging, or do they want to see knockouts? That's what people want to see.
Absolutely, absolutely right.
Getting ready for a guy like Christini, it was his pro debut. He's a big guy, big, strong guy, did good as an amateur fighter. So you taking that on short notice, you a little bit leery of fighting a guy like that kind of wild, wanting to prove himself in that first fight.
Well, I saw him a week before, 2 weeks before the IKF amateur tournament fight. So I thought, okay, at least I get to see how he fights a little bit. But he was fighting cruiserweight guys, and if not heavyweight. So I would say he was. I knew I was going to have to adjust to the speed and power and all that kind of stuff. So I had to move. It was going to be a lot of movement involved, and be careful with punches or kicks because they're the weight difference.
Big guy, pretty hard.
I know you've trained a lot of different people. Now you open your own gym, and you also one of the representative for Majority Gym, correct?
That was a big honor for me. As you know, I was with a very famous gym from 1980 to 1990, Chuck Ricky Dojo.
Absolutely. I lived in Holland in 1986. I know how big those gyms are.
And then Tom gave me an instructor diploma in 1989, but then in 2008, from 1991 until the present time, I've been with the Majiro Gym, and in 2008, Andre gave me the diploma representing the Majiro Gym.
Great honor, great honor.
As the official representative in America, and so that's why we call our new gym with Paul and I, Legacy Fitness Majiro Gym. Legacy because the legacy of the famous Majiro Gym is now continuing in America, and so that's where we get the legacy from.
And we hope we can take your message around the world, and especially in this area, so we can help you to grow, and we can help the art of the Muay Thai grow bigger and bigger.
Now, there's a guy who's fought for us, Shin Do Kumate, a few times, former training partner of yours, Remy Bonnell. Guys about the same weight. I'd like to see you guys fight each other.
Yeah, me personally, I want to, hey Remy, I want to say hi to Remy. We spar a long time ago, a couple of times down south in Florida, in South Florida. He's a great fighter. I got a lot of respect for Remy. I know he's got tons of knowledge, and hopefully I can fight him. To start building up my name a little bit.
Yeah, I hope you guys fight too. You guys definitely want to see these two guys fight. They're dynamite in the ring. Be a great matchup. Now, somehow, some way, we're still gonna spar. I've been putting it off. If you haven't realized that, I know I've been watching your fights. I know I'm basically in for it right now. So just stay tuned, everybody. And when we're done, you're gonna see me take kicks, punches, with no mouthpiece too. I left my mouthpiece at home. Okay, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this week's episode. I want to thank you guys for hanging out, watching some Muay Thai fights with us. Paul Marfort, you're a beast. Thanks for beating me up. And I definitely got to thank your trainer, Bobby Robare, for bringing you over here to dish it out on me for a little bit. Thank you. What a tough dude.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, everyone. And be sure you tune in next week. We have two of the great fighters, Remy Bonnell versus Fernando Claros. They both are great fighters. This goes back from Shin Do Kumate 2008 in Tampa, Florida. And you should tune in and watch that fight. It's going to be exciting. And until next time, I'm urging you, stand up and fight another day.
And remember, here at Shin Do Kumate Strykerz, we don't tap out. We
knock out.